Hey, what's going on? Today we're going to be taking a look at what I believe to be the top 5 most useful items to have while training Slayer. Starting off with number 5, we have the herb sack. It does come with some hefty requirements, including 58 herb lore, which cannot be boosted in order to obtain it. You will then need a minimum of 750 Slayer points in order to purchase it, and it can be bought from any Slayer master. The main benefit of the herb sack is that it can hold up to 30 of each grimy herb at once, or up to 420 in total. Most Slayer tasks drop a good number of herbs, and in many cases it will be very much worth that one extra inventory slot to bring the herb sack with you. And over time you'll figure out which tasks are worth it to bring it with. For number 4, we have the Holy Wrench. The only requirement for this is completion of the Rum Deal quest. So typically a prayer potion will restore a base of 7 prayer points plus 25% of your prayer level. Same with the Super Restore with a base of 8 prayer points and a Sanfu Serum with a base of 9 prayer points. However, when you have the Holy Wrench in your inventory, you will still restore the same base amount of prayer points, but this time you'll have the bonus of 27% of your level compared to the 25%. This can equate to up to an extra 2 prayer points per dose, which may not seem like a lot, but it can save you a couple doses per trip, which will add up in the long run. Number 3, the Bonecrusher. Whenever you kill a monster with the Bonecrusher in your inventory, it will automatically bear the bones for you. You must at least have the Hard Mauritania diary complete to get the Bonecrusher from the Ghost Disciple at the Ectofontis, but even then you will only receive half normal experience as bearing the bones. When you complete the Elite Mauritania tasks, you will then receive the full experience when the Bonecrusher bears your bones. You can charge it by using Ecto tokens on it, which provide 25 charges per token, and it will use up 1 charge per bone buried. The Bonecrusher is extremely useful in the Catacombs of Karen because you gain prayer points when you bury bones in there, which will work with the Bonecrusher. Regular bones will restore 1 point, big bones restore 2, and dragon bones will restore 4. The Bonecrusher can be used in other skills as well, such as bearing the bones you receive from training Hunter with falconry. On to number 2, the Slayer Ring. This is one of the most useful items for Slayer and other skills due to its wide variety of teleports, and you could use them to contact Slayer Masters to check on your task as well. You can buy an individual ring from a Slayer Master for 75 Slayer points, or you can unlock the ability to craft them for 300 Slayer points. I would recommend never buying a ring because it only has 8 charges before it converts back to an enchanted gem. Once you unlock the ability to craft them, all you need is an enchanted gem, gold bar, and a ring mold in your inventory, and it requires 75 crafting. The 5 places it allows you to teleport to are the Stronghold Slayer Cave, Mauritania Slayer Tower, Relicus Slayer Caves, Tarn's Lair, and Dark Beasts, assuming you have each of those places unlocked from their corresponding quests. Also, all of these teleports will work in up to level 30 Wilderness. I would have to say the Stronghold is the most useful teleport on the ring. It will allow you to get to Steve/Nieve for your next task without having to use the NPC contact spell if you don't have Lunars, or if you couldn't be bothered to change your spellbook. It's also useful for farm runs because the teleport is right next to a fruit tree and wood tree. The Relicus Slayer Caves teleport is another major bonus because it is one of the closest teleports to a fairy ring if you don't have a quest cape. It would be very useful to have a large supply of Slayer rings on hand due to their many useful teleports, which can help with skills, farm runs, clue scrolls, quests, and just general convenience for getting around. Coming in as the number 1 useful item for Slayer is the Slayer Helmet. The Slayer Helmet combines all the effects of the Black Mask, Earmuffs, Face Mask, Nose Peg, Spiny Helmet, and Enchanted Gem. The ability to assemble it can be bought for 400 Slayer points from any Slayer Master. It requires 55 crafting to put together, which can be boosted, and you need 10 defense to equip it. For nearly every Slayer task, using the Slayer Helmet will provide the best bonuses and boosts. It has the stats of a runeful helm, but has a 16.67% boost to melee damage and accuracy when you're killing monsters on task. You can imbue the Black Mask or the Slayer Helm itself for 1.25 million Nightmare Zone points. The imbued Slayer Helm adds on a boost of 15% damage and accuracy when using ranged and magic. The imbued Slayer Helm also has a plus 10 magic defense bonus, plus 3 magic attack bonus, and plus 3 ranged attack bonus. The only reason to not wear a Slayer Helm on task is when you get an undead task. The Salve Amulet does not stack with the Slayer Helm, so if you have a Salve Amulet E or a Salve Amulet EI, you would be better off wearing that and switching to a better helm. It gives an overall 20% accuracy and damage bonus. For 1000 Slayer points, you can recolor the helmet to one of 3 colors, as long as you have a KBD head, Kalphite Queen head, or Abyssal head. You will need to spend 3,000 Slayer points to unlock all the recolors. It doesn't provide any bonuses, but you can disassemble it to get the heads back at any time. One last thing to note is that when you die with the Slayer helm under normal circumstances, it acts as an untradeable item and won't be lost. So those were what I believe to be the top 5 most useful Slayer items. I just want to thank you so much for watching, especially if you stuck through all the way to the end here. This video took a lot of effort to make, so if you enjoyed it and want to see more, it would mean a lot if you left a like and even subscribe. But again, thanks for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day.